We blew up a lot of things.
But evil things.
Evil things, though, yeah, they blew up. They blew the hell up.
We protected the not evil things. Mm-hmm. That's very important to me.
Except for that one helicopter of men.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh, nobody's perfect. We're wonderful, not infallible.
Okay.
Neo Mu, Ocean Metropolis.
Cool.
3 kilometers to the marine city Neo Mu. Tachyon radar showing no enemy activity.
As you know, 2 of our top-secret super reactors have been the target of Geth-Jerk attacks. Therefore, we must assume that the enemy will continue their attack on the other 3 reactors. Make no mistake, there is absolutely no way that we are going to lose Margarita. Her creator gave up her life to build the shield, and we will give up ours to defend it.
El creator?
Yo, Gramps. What was the deal with that whole 24 hours thing you were talking about in the shuttle?
The super reactors only pump out enough juice to power Margarita for exactly 24 hours. After that, poof! Bleeding edge stuff, you know.
Then what are we doing just standing around? Let's hit them where it counts.
We knew this day was a-coming, so we whipped up a little something sure to stop them invaders in their tracks. Feast your peepers on the Shirogane Comet!
The Shirogane Comet?
As long as she is not as frail as her maker.
Roof! My baby's a super dreadnought-class weapon on a 10-year orbit around Earth. An antimatter particle cannon, capable of knocking a whole planet off her rocker in an instant. We finished her up after Earth Defense War II, see, and disguised her as a comet to throw everyone off the scent. Now, we wait 24 hours for them jerks to come into firing range, and victory is ours!
Wow, yeah, cool story, bro. Would've been nice if you shared that sooner.
Alas, I must agree with Blue.
You do realize we spent an entire day on the Shirogane Comet during Sentinel's orientation?
Neo Mu at 1,000 meters. Entering range of enemy hydro radar.
All right, team. Review time. Neo Mu is under heavy attack from a large enemy force. There is no doubt that they are after the super reactor we've hidden there. Your mission is to push back the enemy and defend Neo Mu's super reactor at all costs. Everyone clear?
Roger! Team, fall in!
Roger!
Team, unite up!
Roger!
54. That's pretty nice.
Now we can block big attacks right from the get-go.
That is pretty nice.
Hey, what happened to the ankle biter?
Oh, Luca, I asked Green to put him in a holding cell to keep him safe.
Wait, I found it to be the perfect job for Yellow.
To put a child in a cell, it is not right. This I could not do.
You guys...
The super reactor is in danger. Team, let's move!
Roger!
Tachyon radar was pointless.
Well, you know how tachyons are. It will be safe in the future.
Eventually.
Never use radar based on time-traveling particles.
So, I actually did buy one thing. We bought Unite Spikes, which is actually an upgrade to your guts. Now, whenever we block an attack with guts, it'll also shoot spikes out and hurt them.
Oh, right.
With some exceptions before, yeah, if you block something, it would only dizzy them. There were a couple bosses where if you reflect their attacks, you know, they would still get hurt, but yeah, any attack that you reflect now, it's gonna hurt them. Wonder PC. Net Warrior.
He's such a highly rated judgment skill.
Yeah.
He must be very good as a day trader. Always makes the right call.
So this whole area is called Neomu, which is actually another reference to Beautiful Joe. There was the whole underwater section with the submarines and stuff. That area was called Mu. So we have another similarly water-themed level. These guys are super duper easy by themselves. Kind of a strange thing with these guys is one of their attacks is just like jumping up to the sky and then landing on you later on. And, you know, poking out through the ground and stuff. It always feels like they're meant to be like a support enemy type for other enemies. So you're fighting like the other enemies, and then you have to watch out for this other dude who might poke out the ground or fall on top of you. But they never really combine those dudes with other enemy types. They're almost always by themselves for some reason.
Huh. Okay.
Which I think is a missed opportunity. I don't know, maybe they ended up being too annoying if they play tested it or something.
I suppose.
I don't know.
I do like how wet, you know, how aquatic this is. But I think they missed a bit of an opportunity not making your basic textures and architecture seem more different, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, this level kind of changes more throughout visually than the other levels. Like, the second... Oh, sold the hammer. The hammer actually has weight to it.
Okay.
And it plays into physics of some stuff, so, like, the bigger the hammer, the heavier it is. So when you have platforms that, like, rest in this water, it'll actually push it down.
Oh, that's nifty.
Put the hammer away, I'll launch it back up. If you're really good at double jumping, you can get the platinum coin up there. This is actually explained, like, just a little bit further in. But there are some extra collectibles you can get just through the use of the hammer. Also, any Unite Morph can actually do that, but only if you have all 100 people in it.
Okay.
A 100 size will also push the platform down.
Only the hammer is heavy enough to make it happen with less than 100.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So P-Star is going like, hey, use the hammer here, because the hammer can also affect, if you have the hammer out, it's heavy enough that it'll actually push you underwater. But if you fight these guys and take all of them out before you actually go underwater, you can unlock a secret mission, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's pretty easy, too. It's nothing but just these little guys, so...
Dang it, P-Star, I'll get to it. Gosh.
There's the spikes. No, really, use the hammer. And also, sometimes, if you knock guys out, they'll fall way underwater, and you have to wait for them to swim back up, which is a little annoying, but...
And it can't be good for your time.
Yeah, but the time requirement's pretty lenient. It's pretty easy to get, so...
Enter the Kakuriga. Enter it. Yeah, I got it right. It helped because I could just read it right there off the screen.
So yeah, again, like, these guys generally just come in pairs of 2 with no other enemies, which is strange, but they are pretty easy to handle, especially if you start juggling them. There is one thing I haven't, also, again, blocking with the hammer. There is one thing that makes it a little harder to juggle them, just because, again, they fall down faster than you do, just by a little bit. The sword doesn't swing fast enough to knock them back up. Just like when we did an LP of Revengeance, there is some stuff to do with, like, attack canceling.
Cool.
I'll get more into that later, but a basic thing is just, like here, if you want to swing the sword faster, at least the first sword swing of your combo, you can just push the dash button to put away and just hit attack again and pop it right back out. That makes it a little bit easier to juggle these guys, as well as the tombstone.
I've been meaning to say how much I enjoy the enemy design in this game. I've got, like, on one hand, all your goofy retro future robots, but then also the creepy organic stuff like the scorpions.
Yeah.
But now we're getting into new enemies that put both of them together, and that's really cool.
Yeah, it is one of my favorite things about this game in general, is just not all, but most of the art direction.
See, that's why I want more of it. Dang it, make this city look more different than the other city.
Yeah.
I know it would be awesome.
It gets a little different a little bit later on. But yeah, if you use the hammer on water, you sink to the bottom.
Hey!
There's no, like, actual swimming. It's just you're either walking underwater or you're on top of the surface. It does affect your movement. You move a little bit slower. Your jumps are a little bit floatier.
As you'd expect.
Yeah. So there's a treasure, like, right around here, maybe. Oh, no. This is another corner, I think. There's also some little secrets with these waterfalls. The waterfalls, you can't enter them from outside. The water will push you away. So there's sometimes collectibles hidden beneath on the other side of the waterfalls, and you have to find like alternate routes to get around them.
Huh, okay.
And again, these guys are armored, but we can just take care of that very easily with the hammer.
Spikes! Spikes! I love the spikes.
The spikes are rad. Like, there's no downside to using the spikes. It's not like if you hit armored dudes with the spikes, it breaks your block or anything. It's just a flat-out upgrade.
I would buy spikes just for the cosmetic upgrade.
Yeah. And yeah, as long as you can hit enemies enough that you're constantly getting batteries back, you can use Tombstone pretty much just about as much as you want.
Handy.
We got Wonderful Rising again for the hammer, just because, you know, different save files, yada yada. Also, I have to say, I really appreciate this game lets you have, like, 99 save files. It makes it way easier to manage this game. Wonder Armor!
Chivalry lives!
He's a football player.
The only football player in France. So, you rise back up just by drawing anything other than a hammer? Oh, I guess not.
No, it's, to get back to the surface of the water, you just have to be able to jump high enough to reach it. Once you touch the surface of the water, you just stayed right up there. But yeah, these water physics mess up my juggling a little bit. Just because the speed of everything is a little altered. I think enemies might not get reduced as much as you do underwater, but I'm not entirely sure.
Being underwater messes up everybody's juggling. Have you ever seen a street performer in Atlantis? No.
I would love to see it. Also, the combo requirement for here is just a single one of these Scorpion guys. It's actually really high for combo scores. Somewhere around... Yeah, it's like 3,500 or 4,000. I have the strategy guide for this game just because it's really easy to look up the ranked requirements.
Right.
The strategy guide for that ranked fight is wrong. It says it's 1,000 or 1,500. I found like 3 instances of it being wrong so far. How dare you, Prima Games?
Here we are at chipandIronicus.com, bringing you the straight dope. The true facts. Investigative journalism.
Yeah.
We're blowing the lid off Prima strategy guides.
You can see there's a platform way out there, but it's too high to reach from here. But you can also see above us there's some batteries floating up there.
Ooh.
Maybe if we find the batteries.
I like that you're just finding divers.
Yeah. Yeah, after... Oh, I forget who this guy is. Oh, that's right, it's Wonder Pirate. The Shiver Me Timber.
Occupation, pirate. What do you think?
I'm not like a theme park pirate, I'm a literal pirate. But yeah, after like the first 3 worlds, each world introduces like new types of civilians to recruit. Again, they don't really do anything different, they're just visually different, which I appreciate.
Fish! Fish!
Oh, fish! Already got the bottle cap for them, but might as well make them explode into money. Yeah, right here is those batteries we saw earlier, so if you follow them down, they'll land on this platform, which doesn't lead anywhere at first, but again, if you use the hammer, specifically a 100 size hammer, so you get the heaviest one, it launches you way up!
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's worth it.
Well, there's more stuff.
I mean, also, the really cool ride of going all the way up is worth it.
Those fish keep exploding when I try to draw my hammer over them. Because if you have to circle something, it'll still recognize the circle that you're drawing in the hammer. Ned Douglas, Wonder Diver.
This is my new favorite.
Isn't he great?
I experience the swimming ecstasy.
I love Ned Douglas. He is one of my favorites.
Definitely, definitely. What a goof.
So yeah, if you try to come in from outside, you went... Well, one, it's too high, but also the waterfalls just push you right over.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask why your health meter is so tiny, but no, you have a second bar now.
Yep.
That's it.
Max health in this game is actually 2 giant health bars. This is actually one thing I kind of wish was possibly customizable in the options menu or something, is changing the HUD a little. Because those batteries get really big when you're drawing, but then otherwise they're pretty small. But when you have the full... Like, once you start getting the second health bar, I feel like your health takes up a little bit too much space. I don't know. There are a couple times where I feel like the HUD covers up a little bit of the action.
Wait a minute.
What the...
This means a thing. This means something.
That waterfall way in the back also needs help.
I'm so excited for the rest of this video and maybe the next video. Boom! Spiked ya.
So, even though this guy's pretty big, he's actually fairly fast, especially since he can just get up and fly right in your face. Most of his attacks he can just block, though, like the stomps. Flying into you, again, the stomp. He loves to stomp you if you're right under his feet. He is big enough, he is so heavy that a normal-sized sword will not juggle him. You need a 50 or 100 to actually launch him.
That's pretty great.
But eventually, he can close his wings to make a shield.
Oh, Winged Grimlock has tricks.
Dude, none of this is working!
The spikes, they are quite dangerous.
What do we do? Each, do unto others. Ni, home is where the heart is. Sang, reach for your dreams.
Wow, look who's here!
Ah, finally!
She, drink in moderation. Go. Honesty is the best policy. Look, the good old days are over.
This is his thing, right?
Oui. There are 100 of these, no?
Shit. Perhaps I have met my match. Hach. Yes, I have met my match. Q. Let us have a match.
Combat! Get to the combat! Save the rest for later!
The rest will come later. Wonder Eyes, fight! We've been waiting for you, Master of Ninjutsu. The wonderful one from the Shinshu Japan field office. Momoe Byakoi, a.k.a. Wonder White!
Fred, are you, like, hiding a teleprompter somewhere?
Vile doers of evil, prepare to answer for your crimes! Unite, crawl! Wonder White,
master of the wonderful Ryu! Banzai!
So one of the unique things claws can do is that it can pry stuff open.
One of your teammates is the Jaws of Life.
Also, the claws have the ice element. You can freeze enemies with them.
Oh, that's great. Ooh, what does the head do? What does the monster head do?
You'll see in a second.
Okay.
I like that it's just flat up his head, though.
Yes.
But yeah, you just carry the head and it shoots flame and it just shoots flames everywhere.
Ah, nice.
It's kind of hard to hit stuff without also getting hit because he can't move while using this, but it's still neat. I like that he just drops his head. It's not like he drops his wings or his clawed feet or something. It's just my dumb face. So the claws are pretty neat. Also, I just like his pose. Also when he has the big claws out because he wants to give you a hug.
What do 100 claws look like?
You'll see.
Okay.
So, on top of the claws being really fast with no, like, reset time between combos, it also shoots projectiles. And yeah, the claws also will freeze enemies. The larger the claws, the faster they will freeze enemies.
Oh, okay.
No bonus points for hitting frozen enemies, but it's really good for, like, managing some of the more difficult enemies if you can freeze them. The claws are also the weakest Unite Morph in the game, out of the main ones you get.
That seems sensible.
Yeah, it also does not really increase your combo multiplier that much.
Huh.
Every, like, maybe 5 hits with the claws will make it go up by 0.01.
Wow.
Because you're hitting the enemy so fast with so many hits, you're actually racking up normal points instead with the claws. So while most Unite Morphs are all about, you know, using their basic attacks to increase the combo multiplier, the claws are the opposite, where you actually use them just to rack up normal points. Which is another good reason why you would like to freeze somebody with the claws, just because they just sit right there and you can just wail on them and get a ton of points.
Right. Claws seem fun.
Yeah, the claws are really fun. Unfortunately, they aren't, like, good for attacking enemies that are really dangerous just getting up close to them, like these dudes. You don't want to use the claws because they're so short range, and also attacking with the claws pushes you forwards a lot.
Yeah, okay.
So the claws can make you run into stuff. These guys are just difficult to fight underwater just because their range is so long and you have to move away much earlier to not get swallowed up by them.
They seem suited to being underwater. Even though I have no idea what they are biologically.
I don't know, a space beast.
What the heck is that thing? What are you?
Just a space beast, nondescript space beast.